And then finally, we will be joined by, a very, very interesting lady. Gripping conversation with her. Now, she has so many things. Evezi Oguro. She is an actor, an award-winning composer. Now, she'll be telling us all about herself and her career. And you're welcome back. And for a gripping conversation, there's a lady here with us who's so many things. But first, let me tell you who she is. Her name is Evezi Oguro. She is an actor, an award-winning composer, and she is right here with us. You are welcome, Evezi. Did I get the name right?
Yes, you did.
Why wouldn't I get it right? But of course.
Of course.
When I saw the name, I'm like, of course, yes, I know where you're from.
We know our people now.
Exactly. Good to have you here.
I'm so grateful.
I saw some of your material and some of your movies, and I think that you're a very natural type person in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is this something that was just, you just had the passion for, or was it something you had to like grow into?
I think entertainment generally is just in my family. My late dad was a singer. My uncle is one of the pillars of Nollywood, Kingsley Oguro. Yeah. So I think the whole entertainment, either as a singer or as an actor, has just always been. My dad roped us into his family band when we were really young. I sang also. So, and then I would always look at my uncle, let me go act in your film. I would always hang around him, Shegwarinze and the rest.
When did you start acting?
That will be sometime 2009, I believe. It was actually Charles Novia that gave me my first acting gig. He's a fan of me as a singer, and he wanted me to play a singer in his movie called Alan Posa. And it was supposed to be a small role, so I think I had like 2 scenes. And then when I played, and he was like, okay, let's add some more scenes. You look like you're a natural in this. And then he just told me, there's something about you, don't give up on acting. I mean, I know you're a great singer, but don't give up on acting. And that's how it just kind of took off from there. MME Song did an audition, and Uduaki Song, her sister, kind of, she's also a fan of me as a singer. And she was like, oh, she's a singer. Let's just, because it was a musical, Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Oh, okay.
So, so MM was like, okay, she saw me, act, and she was like, okay, all right, let's create a role for her as a pastor's wife. And then she approached me and was like, okay, it's a musical. Can you write the score, the music, the soundtrack for the movie? And I'm like, okay, sure, no problem. And after writing the songs, she now called me again. I was like, okay, can you be the singing voice of Adesua for me? And I'm like, well, Adesua can sing. And she was like, no, I know. She's a good singer, but could you be the singing voice? And that's how I ended up being the singing voice of Adesua in Knocking on Heaven's Door. Ended up writing all the soundtrack. We won an award for Best Original Soundtrack in a Ghanaian award. I think it was Golden Movie Awards.
Yeah, and that's not the only award you won, is it? There's been others. Yeah. You also took a stab at directing as well. You've got a short movie out.
Yes, The Wife.
The Wife.
The Wife, yeah. I wrote it, I produced it, I co-directed with someone called Cleroy Dabos. It was just, I wanted to talk about domestic violence. And I wanted to stab at it from a completely different angle. I didn't want the wife who was a victim to play the victim. So when I spoke to Cleroy about it, he was like, okay, I think it's you that will act this thing. And I'm like, I just want to, write and just co-direct it. I'm like, no, I think you should. And it was an amazing experience. I had to go to a really dark place to bring out that person.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people think acting is so easy. You read lines. You don't.
No.
You don't. There's a lot of emotional, psychological, physical stress you're putting on yourself.
Let's talk about Nigeria and the Nigerian movies and how they're evolving into something that is, you can catalog it as, what you call a chronicle of the different emotions, the different instances that we go through. Unlike before when it was all about rituals and this and that, you have a whole lot more to choose from. And I can see that it's becoming very, very exportable, especially with streaming services and all of that. Our movies are becoming exportable. Now, how would you say you've played in that field? I mean,
the good thing, or I like the fact that the new generation, they're open to critique. So the new directors and the new producers, you know, they've kind of looked at their predecessors and they're like, you know, we can do better. You know, we can do better than all this, you know, stereotypical way of writing and directing and producing. And then actors who are also coming up are also getting more exposed to a different way of doing things. Because even in, not just even Nollywood, Hollywood, they're also evolving. Yeah. You know, and so we're now watching and we're like, I think it's time for us to break into the international market. And I really would like to give credit to where credit is due. The music industry is also helping push because thank God for the likes of the Wizkids and the Burna Boys who have now gotten Grammys, and then we're like, oh, we can also get Oscars now. What exactly is this formula?
So let's bridge the two. Let's bridge the two. Now you talked about movies, you've talked about music and all, and you've also actually even starred in one musical where you wrote the score and everything. However, is there a Nigerian musical that you would say is the archetype for what it should be in Nigeria? Or do you think that you are going to write one? Would you write one? What would it be about? How would you put it? Because, you know, musicals, if you get it wrong, they become cheesy.
Oh, yeah.
So you really have to get it right.
I mean, there has been a couple of good...
Okay, I won't put you on the spot again. But if you were to make a new one, say act, produce, direct, co-direct, what would it be about? How would you go about it? Who would you have in that movie? It would
definitely be a biopic. I just don't know about who yet. It would probably be a Moremi or an Amina.
Nice.
You know, it would definitely be a biopic. Because I think we've not really told all the stories of Africa.
Nice.
I just think they don't really know us. I mean, I get so frustrated when I watch like CNN and all the other, you know, international news outlets, and we are just being portrayed as it's really hungry and desperate and starving, like we're just this one lane country of starvation and suffering. And they don't know how rich our culture, they don't know how rich our story, how rich our history is. So it would definitely be a biopic that kind of speaks to the foundation of who we are, you know.
There's so many foundations in Nigeria with all the different cultures and all. Which one do you think is most exotic?
Oh, come on, Mazina, you really want to put me on this spot?
Yeah, please do tell, because I'm wondering.
No, I'm going to go with my daddy's side. You know, I'm going to go.
Where is that from?
I'm going to go with the South. I'm sorry, y'all.
There we are. There we are. Now we're getting out the stuff.
I love the whole of Nigeria. I mean, everyone, come on, everywhere, every place is beautiful, but of course, I have a...
Plus, if you don't do it, then Daddy won't be very happy.
Oh, no. Yeah, no. So yeah, the South. We're funny. We're so talented. Our music, our sense of music. Even the way we talk, our pidgin is very.
Let's talk about music. Give me one Isoko musician you remember from growing up. Evie Edna.
Oh, of course.
Do you want to do one of her songs? Tell you what, while you get ready for one of her songs, let's do a video of one of Eve's video, and when we get back, we are going to be doing a duet of Evie Edna Ogoli. We'll be back. See this.
Yeah, welcome to the kitchen, Eva. Thank you. This is Chef NC Splash, and she's made for you unripe plantain porridge. So I'm just going to move this over, and I would like for you to enjoy, but you also have to let us know what you think about it. So dig in.
Okay, she's giving me that look like if you talk anyhow.
No, don't worry, you're not going to see anyhow, but have a taste.
Let me start with the
So it's all unripe plantains in there.
Oh, I love the sauce.
Oh, right.
Well done, Nancy.
Well done, Nancy.
Oh my goodness, I love the sauce.
Okay. We have periwinkles in there. Hope you like periwinkles.
Oh, I do. Oh, I just tasted it.
Great.
I just tasted it right now.
Great. So, loving it?
I'm loving it.
Like it's going to finish it? Just kidding. Take your time. Take your time.
That's nice.
Wonderful.
Oh,
beautiful.
Nice. Well done, Nancy. Well done. All right, guys, we got to go. Thank you all for being here, and have a beautiful day.